All praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakah, Padash, the blinders to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Shalom to all our brothers out there. I push this truth in all sincerity and in all honesty. We are basically James Jamaica camp. You see me, I'm out here on one more Friday. You see me, prophesying in the downfall of this wicked society. You see me, and the gathering of the elect of the nation of Israel. You see it, and right now we are basically go back in a basically certain issue of take place, you see me, with our people. You see, because you see me, a lot of our people forgot. You see me, all the things them, you see me, our foreparents go through in time of slavery. You see me, because now you see me, we live in this day and age now. You see, when the so-called white man basically give people privilege. You see, because really and truly no freedom, a privilege our people get. So people basically forgot about the past. You see me. And without the past, there couldn't be a basically future. You see me? So we are basically start off basically what take place even in Europe.
Alright, so this is from the book, the Nigger Question, part 4, missing link. See? Verse, it's page 36. So the scenes from a destruction of Drogheda, Ireland, by the English in 1641.
Gone because you have Negroes basically rule Europe. You see me, we rule up basically 1,000 years. You see me? But not to put all them things in our basically teacher school because the so-called white man or people basically know say we basically rule Europe before them come into power. You see, because one people basically believe say we are African. You see, because now when they basically push so we are African. Now when they teach school. You see, but this part of history left out. You see, because really and truly, you see me, you have a lot of people who believe say we are African. You see, because they've been taught that slave come from Africa, but before slave even come from Africa, you have slave come from Europe. You see, but the part of history, the so-called white man, our people know.
So they stripped the people naked and drove them into the mountains to freeze to death. Right? But not before uttering strange statements about England, about English being wild men. Remember, the Irish were black men in 1600.
So remember, the Irish were so-called black men, you see me, in basically what, 16 basically 100.
January 2019, at Christian parking lot, we got a one idea, you know. You know, in the night, crazy shellings, which sound like Supersonic, Anti-Fresh from England, DJ movie from Jamaica. I know Black Night, I know Life Performance Side, Ping,
Luke 8 and verse 17. For nothing is secret that shall not be made manifest.
So when Lord Yahweh shall say, you see me, nothing when secret when I go make manifest. You see, because now in a time now, you see when all the information coming out basically about coming out now about where the so-called white man basically been hiding over the years. We basically spend a lot of money, you see me, to hide from our people, the truth. You see me? So now in a time now it's coming out. Go on, brother.
For nothing is secret that shall not be made manifest, neither anything hid that shall not be known and come abroad.
God, because everything I come to the open now, you see me? The Lord of excellence, everything when so-called white man been hiding, you see me, I come to the public now, I come to the open now, you see me?
Amos 3 and 7. Surely the Lord God will do nothing, but he revealeth his secret unto his servants the prophets.
Because the Lord basically revealed his secret to the servants the prophets. You see me, I know when I time now, you see when the Lord, you see me, I bring back the hopeful elect, you see me, to the folio. You see me? That's the reason why you have men across the world. You see me? And the streets basically prophesying on the downfall of this wicked society because the Lord give us what? You see me? The wisdom, the knowledge and the understanding of the scriptures, yo. You see it? Because, you see me, I tell you, in Jeremiah, give me Jeremiah, brother, Jeremiah 28 and 8.
Jeremiah 28 and 8. The prophet that had been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms.
That's how the scripture said the prophets that had been before we. You see, before we were basically across the world right now.
Against great kingdoms of war and of evil.
And of war and of evil. And I see anything we are doing today. You see me, I prophesy about World War III, which is a war for end all war. You see it? Go on.
And of pestilence.
Go on.
The prophet which had prophesied of peace, when the word of the prophecy shall come to pass, then shall the prophet be known that the Lord had truly sent him.
Because I have a pastors, you see me, right now I have to tell people basically about basically prosperity come to them. You see me, or they might get a better future, or they might get visa. You see me? But we are basically bringing truth from the scriptures. You see me, scripture say, there will be no peace. You see me, when you basically look at peace, in Ezekiel 7 and 25, I believe. Ezekiel 7 and 25. See everything, sudden destruction of upon them. Yeah, go on.
Ezekiel 7 and 25.
One.
Destruction cometh, and they shall seek peace.
That's our pastors, you see me, and our politicians are basically are seek right now. You see me, in a time of war, in a time of third world war. You see me? I said, don't say they're a false prophet. You see me? One.
And there shall be none.
And there shall be none, because there's no peace coming to this society. You see me? Ecclesiastes 3. You see me? And one and don't say there is a time, you see me, and a season, you see me, and the event, everything. And what time period we in right now? We in a time of peace, we in a time of war. That's the reason why you see me, all you see Russia test out all new missiles, new missile system. You see me, you see China come film one. You see me, see all the countries across the world are geared up for this third world war. Because we're in a time of the third world war. You see, we're in a time of peace. You see? So this is what the scripture said. Destruction cometh, you see me, and they shall seek peace, go on.
And they shall find.
And there shall be what?
There shall be none.
Go on, because there going to be no peace, yo. You see me? War, you have basically war before you have peace. You see me? You have to get rid of the people, them. You see me, our nation, them, because all the war them on the earth. You see me, which is the so-called white man. You see me, because so he basically do film thing, through war. You see me, so when people tell us when the so-called white man get removed from out of rulership, you see me, there's going to be peace on the earth, yo, in Isaiah 14. You see, let's get it. Let's get it right now. Isaiah 14 and I think about 4. Isaiah 14 and about 4.
This is Isaiah 14 and verse 4. Isaiah 14 and verse 6. He who smote the people in wrath.
They want to smoke people in wrath. The so-called white man, they want to basically grow in the world. You see me, and drop bombs. You see me, and invade our countries and take the resources. So this is what the scripture said. He who smote the people in wrath, one.
With a continual stroke.
One.
He that ruled the nations in anger.
And one, they want to rule the nation in anger right now. The so-called white man. You see me? He might want to basically grow in the world, you see me, and push freedom way of life or freedom belief. You see me, them democracy. You see me, and the countries them. You see me, freedom way, or you get destroyed. You see me? So this is what the scripture say, one.
He that ruled the nations in anger is persecuted and none hindered. The whole earth is at rest.
So when the so-called white man get removed from out of power, from out of rulership, you see me, this is what going to happen. The scripture say, you see me, because I'm the one that cause all the problems on the earth right now. You see me? What?
Verse 7 again, the whole earth is at rest and is quiet. They break forth into singing. Yea, the fir trees rejoice at thee, and the cedars of Lebanon say, since thou art laid down, no fella is come up against us.
God, since the so-called white man get removed from out of power, you see me, no fella not come up against us. You see, because you say even the fir tree, so even the trees are not going to basically rejoice you, because you have what thing what they call what? Deforestation. You see me? The so-called white man, they want to cut out all the trees, you see me, from basically out of the Amazon. You see me, because I'm one of destruction, you see me, that are the blessed. We are going so far down Isaac into Esau. You see me, the sword, and the sword represents what? Destruction. You see me?
And tomorrow the boss lady presents the remote music.
Alright, so back in the history, so page 37 said editorial from that generation shows that they speak and wrote differently, but you can discern the writings in modern English. It said they took hot tongues and torture this woman, right? This woman to make her confess where her money was.
Done.
They burned the bottom of her feet.
So when the so-called white man basically invade Ireland, you see, this is what they do to the Negroes who basically live in Ireland. You see, because you have our people, as I said earlier, they rule Europe. You see me, before the so-called white man start to call themselves Europeans. You see, so this is what they do to the woman. You see me, but then, you see, what?
So they burn the bottom of her feet.
They burn the bottom of the woman's feet or torture. You see, what?
On the palm of her hand.
Right.
It is important that you remember these crimes are being done, right, to black Irishmen.
To what so-called black man, which basically call to Negroes. You see me, what?
Their women and children going backward in history is like digging in walls and seeing what the people do in the imagination of their mind.
And the so-called white man still have that hatred for our people even to this day. You see me? You have majority of them right now, you see me, I pretend, because people say, well, I'm doing humble himself, take good heed of him. You see me? Because you go, get the scripture there, brother. You see, we roll out the scripture them right away. You see, Ecclesiasticus 12 and 10.
Maybe.
Ecclesiasticus 12 and 10. Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusted, so is his wickedness. Though he humble himself. Ecclesiasticus 12 and 10.
What?
Never trust thine enemy.
So this is what the scripture said. Never trust thine enemy. You see me? And who are your enemy today? You see me? The so-called white man. My potential super said, never trust thine enemy. You see me? Give me sit brother. Give me Deuteronomy 28 and 68. You see, because of this kind of find out who the scripture say our enemy. You see, because our people forgot what happened to our foreparents. You see me, and the reason why we're on this piece of rock called Jamaica. You see me? What?
Deuteronomy 28 and verse 68. And Yahweh shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships. By the way whereof,
What?
by the way whereof, I spake unto thee.
Because people say the Lord will bring us to Egypt again. You see me? And America basically is the modern day Egypt. You're telling a Revelation 11 and 8. You see me? The city that speak about is America. Shall spiritually call what? Sodom and Egypt. So this is what the scripture say, Lord, will bring us back into bondage again. You see me? This time by ships. You see me? One.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again.
Because we're not going to see back no more again. You see me? One.
And there you shall be sold unto your enemies.
This is what the scripture say. And there you shall be sold unto your enemies. You see me? For action black. You see me? I'm going to get sold unto your enemies. You see me? What?
For bondmen and bondwomen.
For slave man and slave woman. You see me? People say we get sold unto our enemy. You see me? So this is what the scripture say. You see me? Read back Ecclesiasticus again, brother. What?
Ecclesiasticus 12 and 10.
What?
Never trust thine
So
enemy.
this is what the scripture said. Never trust thine enemy. Never trust your enemy. You see me? The so-called white man, the enemy, man, the one that bring us to slavery.
Right.
You see me? What?
For like as iron rusted, so is his wickedness.
What?
Though he humble himself.
So this is the key thing I want to get to know. People said, don't he humble himself. Don't he come around here. You see me? We look a soft voice and I pretend like him like you. You see me again? With a little smiley face. You see me? So what the scripture said, don't he humble himself. You see me? Don't he behave like he innocent. What?
And go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him.
So say suppose what take good heed and beware of him. You see me? What?
And thou shalt be unto him as if thou hast wiped a looking glass.
What?
And thou shalt know that his rust had not been altogether wiped away.
Because he still have that hatred where I'm finding time on Genesis. You see me? When Jacob supplanted him, you see me, basically in birthright. And he said, you see me, days are are mourning from my father's at hand. You see me, then them go slay him brother, Jacob. That never night time of Genesis at this time period that happening. You see, because she say what? Esau is the end of the world and Jacob is the beginning of it that follow it. So right. They're losing power to us and guess what? I'm basically cover full ratio. You see me? I'm going to basically show true hatred. I'm going to max the hatred for basically our people. You see me? Really soon because we're approaching what? The time of Jacob's trouble. You see it? Go on, brother. Yeah, go back there.
So, looking at the history.
Yeah.
So it's part of history. It's part of the history of Europe that the genetics is missing.
One.
That would cause the findings in our generation to make sense. Remember, the Irish were black men in 1600.
So they want to continue basically say remember. You see me? So the Irish, they mention just speak about the Negroes them. So you know remember because you want to understand and know say. You see me? You have to talk about the Negroes them, but they basically live in Ireland. You see, go on.
So the scribes say that this is great tyranny done to the SRs, right? His wife and children. If you take a look at the scene, they have ripped the child out of the black Irishman's wife's stomach.
You see them serious torture when the so-called white man or 4 parents. You see me? Rip the child, cut the belly. You see me? And the pregnant woman, they want to take out and the child jump out. You see me? What? Imagine what they might do this time around. You see, back then, in our basically 1600, you see me, they have the technology, you see me, or the weapon where they have now. You see me? But then they never have it, now they have it. So what think they might do this time around? You see me, they do that all in thing to 4 parents, what think they might do this time around, yo? You see me, they go who you more worse. You see it? One?
And toss it to the ground.
Toss it to the ground, and toss the baby to the ground. You see it, one?
So these are eyewitnesses account of the actions of the English when they invade Ireland.
Man.
The black Irish woman is being roasted over coals of fire while she is being poked with a pitchfork.
So the fire burn. So the fire burn basically woman. You see me, and she jump up off the fire. You see me, and that cracker. You see me, and the fork basically push her down back on the fire. You see, the show the so-called white man cruel yo. You see me, and he hatred doing half of our people. You see, go on.
These were the actions of the English soldiers when they invaded Ireland. It have also been reported that Cromwell ordered the death of the priesthood. Right. Now we know the reason why the English tortured the blacks from West Africa and Europe when they came into slave colonies.
Right. You see, so must show you say the same thing happened to the blacks and maybe basically get taken from West Coast of Africa. Right. You see it? What?
Torture was a practice of theirs on the other side of the Atlantic. So their actions in the Americas were consent with their past behavior.
Man, you see, same thing they come to the North American Indian. You see me? Sign treaty them and then they turn on and slaughter them. You see me? Destroy them and take America from basically them. And now we have Trump now say, you see me? Government shut down because they want a wall. They basically borrow out so-called Mexican, which are basically Issachar. You see me? That's the true biblical name. You see me? Take over the land and now they want basically war to bar them out. You see me? But they free them one land. You see, let me show you the so-called white man still have that hatred, yo. You see me? Never change.
So it's in fact they continue to practice torture even in this generation. Right? They taser old men and women and children on the streets of America. They choke, beat, murder and harm men and women on the streets of America. To be honest about it, they don't care what color you are. Remember, the Irish were black. The Irish were black in 1600.
You just picture it, because really and truly, you see me, the so-called white man hate us, you see me, the Israelites, the so-called Negroes, Latinos and the American Indian, you see me, they hate us. The Heavenly Father don't want to put the hatred between us and the so-called white man. You see me, you can't say laugh about enmity between thee and the woman. You see me, I'm between a die seed and